Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 5th to the 11th of August 2019. We're doing the weekly check-in. So, looking at who you guys are in the week and the theme for the week, we use the After Tarot deck. This one, if you can see, I've got a lot crammed on the table here, which is a really lovely deck. For your key goal for the week, obstacle to overcome and anything that you're accomplishing this week, we use the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. And for what to avoid during the week and what to embrace, we use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. And that's also where you can find support. We use this deck. Now, for your spiritual guidance on that reading, we use The Answer is Simple, Oracle Cards by Sonia Choquette. For your second reading, which is the 15 card reading looking at any other general energies coming in, love, finance, work, we use the Tarot in Wonderland. Brilliant deck, absolutely amazing. And spiritual guidance through those cards. For money, we use the Angels of Abundance. For love, we use the Romance Angels. And for anything other general energies, we use the Angel Answers. Okay? I hope that all makes sense. Let's get cracking. We're going to quickly shuffle the cards. Capricorn, we've got cards laid. Let's have a look. So Capricorn, you guys are showing as being the Four of Wands, which is nice. I mean, this, you know, the After Tarot shows you what happens one moment after the original tarot card happens. So usually on the Four of Wands, you've got all these people at this celebration. This Four of Wands shows people kind of leaving the celebration. You see that they're saying bye, bye, bye. Get the impression some of you guys, this is, I mean, the Four of Wands is also the home card, you know. So usually when that card shows up, it shows some form of move or some form of travel related stuff with the Four of Wands energy. Four of Wands can show good messages and happiness and joy and christenings, births and weddings and that type of thing. But I get the impression that because it shows people leaving and people waving them goodbye, get the impression some of you guys might be leaving or moving somewhere this week with the Four of Wands energy. Some of you guys might be leaving a holiday, finishing a holiday off. It looks like they're leaving a celebration, a holiday resort, or but the Four of Wands to me shows, and you know, the Four of Wands is a card that indicates somebody who's happy and stable and secure as well. So just to me, this particular card is nice, but it doesn't really show that much difference from the original Rider-Waite one. So some of you guys feeling happy, secure, stable. Some of you guys might be moving. You might be moving office or premises or home with the Four of Wands energy. You might be going on holiday or coming back from holidays. So there could be the, you know, toing and froing for some of you Capricorns this week with the Four of Wands energy. Some of you guys very heavily, you know, involved in home related stuff. What's the theme of the week? Oh wow, we've got the Star. Well, it's nice. I like this version of the Star. This version of the Star really shows somebody who is cleansing. So there is the cleansing of a situation here happening with this particular version of the Star. And I'm seeing, you know, this isn't, I think the theme for the week, yes, Star does mean the accomplishment of goals. And the Star does mean wishes coming true. It's an accomplishment card. So when you get the Star card, you know that you're getting closer to the goal that you seek. But on this particular card, it just reminds me of a woman, and usually that is the Star as well. It's all about, you know, cleaning yourself, getting yourself clean or healing over a difficult situation. If there's been illness and you get the Star, often that will indicate that the illness is dissipating and things are getting better. If you've been having money worries, the Star can indicate that finally money is getting better. It's a card that talks about positive advancement. On this particular deck, the woman is in the bowl, so she's in the water. She's finally gotten in and she's decided to wash herself clean. So I actually feel that you guys this week, the theme of the week is all about cleansing. Okay, and you guys, it would seem to me that you guys are finally kind of leaving a situation here. Finally, with the Four of Wands as well, you have completed the initial stage of a situation. There's more to be done, but initial stages have been completed. Just get the impression that you might be kind of, there's a transition. Let's call the Four of Wands this week that Capricorn's going through a transition. And I think that you are going through some form of a transition with that Four of Wands. And I thought the theme of the week, it's all about you guys cleansing yourself of a situation and healing from it with the Star energy. Seeing accomplishment here. What's the goal that you have for the week. To have strength. Strength is one of those cards that indicates the inner strength. The Chariot that comes before it is outer strength. So it's having the strength with the Chariot to control an external situation. With the actual strength card, it's all about having the power to control inward battles. So the situation very much connecting up, I think, with this energy where we're seeing you in a very transitional mode, Capricorn, because I feel that you guys this week, the theme is cleansing yourself of a problem, whatever that problem or difficulty was. There is the theme that I'm going to cleanse, Capricorn's cleansing themselves of that. But your goal for the week is to have the strength probably to do that, to have the confidence, to have the strength, to have the energy, to have the fortitude to actually do that. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome this week, Cappies? There could be a person, I think, here, a Queen of Cups. There could be a water sign individual around you that you need to overcome. And, you know, I like the Queen of Cups. I'm a Queen of Cups. I'm Scorpio. She's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, often in a general reading. Or even in a personal one, she'd usually be either a Cancerian or a Scorpio often. She's read as that way more than anything, rather than Pisces. But the obstacle is probably a person here, I think. I think this is definitely a person that needs to be overcome. She's not a bad person, but she does tend to get all up in her feelings, and she can be quite moody sometimes, and she can get quite depressed at times, the Queen of Cups energy. So this might be somebody who, I mean, she's an obstacle. So if she shows us an obstacle, then it's something to do with her being very kind of reverse-like, which is this person can be a drama queen, or they can be really kind of emotionally overbearing, you know, well, what about me, and what's going to happen to me, and, you know, this type of thing. And she can use emotional blackmail at times, or she can be emotionally manipulative in an obstacle position. She can be too emotional, and she can be too kind of overbearing with her depression and that type of thing. And you might be dealing with an individual like this, okay, as an obstacle that you need to. And I think that, you know, if this is a person, the only reason that they're saying that this is the obstacle that needs to be overcome is because you're dealing with your own shit, you know. And the last thing that you need is to deal with somebody else's shit, you know, to deal with an overly emotional individual, especially when you're trying to, you know, clean a matter up, and, you know, you're going through a transitional period, whether this is within the home or anything else. You know, Capricorn with that Four of Wands, for me, is going through a transitional period, and you're trying to cleanse yourself and clean a situation up with the star energy showing here. And you know that the goal is that you need to reserve all of your inner strength to do this. You know, it might be that you've got somebody around you, whether that's a sister or a mom or a friend, that also needs your help, because she's got her cup out. Cups held out can either mean I give to you or I'm taking from you. So you've got, you know, you need to overcome the obstacle. This doesn't have to be one person. It can be several people who are kind of being very emotionally needy, and she can be a needy lady. Not all the time, but she can be, especially when she's in an obstacle position. What is that you're accomplishing this week? The 10 of coins, I think that is. Is that the 10? No, is it the 9 or the 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's the 10. I think that you're accomplishing some form of fulfillment, because 10s represent the fulfillment of their suit. Some of you guys might be accomplishing great wealth this week, because the 10 of coins is great wealth. Some of you guys might complete a cycle this week, but the cycle completed with the 10 of coins is where you've actually got enough. So if this is a money situation or anything like that, it might be, yeah, finally I make enough money, perhaps to clean up a situation here, to cleanse myself, to rid myself with that star energy, the water being washed over the body, to rid myself of a situation here, and because I'm going through this transitional phase here, it might be something to do with property, and I have to, you know, the theme for the week is how I'm going to cleanse myself. I'm going to clean this mess up, you know, basically. And I need the strength to do this. I need the inner strength to get through this during the week. But it might be, well, what I'm accomplishing despite having to overcome the obstacle. And this could also be somebody who's asking for things from you. When you get cup cards and the cup is open and it's out, that can easily be somebody who's just putting the beggar bowl in and saying, please give me, or please help me, or give me this, or give me that, you know. So the obstacle could be somebody who's asking for something from you because the cup is out. 10 of coins, what you could be accomplishing though is fulfillment of whatever this task is. 10 of coins energy could also be accomplishing fulfillment on a material level. Finally, maybe you're getting enough money together or something like that. Ending off a cycle as well with that 10 of coins energy. Maybe some of you guys are accomplishing a home, or you're buying a home or something like that. Maybe contracts are signed, something like that. What do you need to avoid? Tower. I think you need to avoid panicking and falling apart. because it can't be anything external, because you can't avoid the Tower. When the Tower comes, it comes, and it's chaos, and it can be very unexpected. So that's something that can't be avoided. So the only way that we can read this card is it's about you. And the Tower card is like, oh my God, can you see her? She's like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? I'm going to deal with that. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. So it's really with the Tower energy, you need to avoid, and also, you know, this can easily be your energy as well, where you are getting overly emotional. And if that's the case, you might need to avoid, you know, getting really erratic and getting really kind of scared and frustrated and anxious, and really exhibiting that energy. Because when you've got the Tower, it's a very chaotic, a very kind of powerful, chaotic, destructive energy. And often we can portray that as people. We can, you know, kind of show this or exhibit this really kind of uncouth behaviour that kind of, it doesn't just affect other people, Capricorn, it affects you as well. It affects you inside as well, and it affects kind of everything on all the energy around you. So it's about keeping calm. What is it you need to embrace? Your family, you've got 2 tens. Tens in readings indicate changes and completion of cycles. So there's definitely, I feel, this week to changing and the completion of a cycle. And I feel that you need to embrace as well that for some of you guys, there could be the completion of a cycle. Because what I'm seeing here is that you're going through transitional phase here. You could be accomplishing by the end of the week the fulfillment of a situation. Possibly it could be material with that 10 of coins energy showing here. It could be something to do with home, money, property matters, for example, showing up here. And then you've got that you need to embrace the 10 of cups, which is changes and completion of a cycle, but also embrace the help of family and the comfort that family can give with the 10 of cups energy. Sometimes this card is definitely a goodbye card though, so maybe you need to embrace that something is at the end of its cycle and it's time to say goodbye to it, for example. And if you need support, where can you go? 3 of Wands is where you can go. This could be somebody abroad, or this could be a friend who's far away, like a friend that you contact from abroad, or somebody that you don't see very often. Because the 3 of Wands, often I see this as the card that indicates reaching out to people that we don't see very often. So maybe, just maybe, if you need support, you need to reach out to someone who's far away from you, or somebody that you know that you don't see very often. Also, I'm seeing on this card a man giving direction, so maybe you need to reach out to somebody who can give you a direction on the way forward and how you go forward in the situation as well. Yeah, what are these? Are these wolves? And I think these are dogs. With their dogs being on the card as well, dogs on cards mean friends. So maybe you need to reach out to a friend, for example, somebody who can guide you. And also birds on cards mean messages. So if you need support, you know, reach out to a friend who can direct you by sending them a message. Okay. Let's have a look at what your spiritual advice is. Okay, just says speak with love. And I feel that this is really just saying, you know, and it's very much correlating, I think, to this Tower moment here, where some of you guys are panicking. You really need to avoid kind of bringing that energy into the situation, because it's not going to make anything any better. It'll just make it worse. All right, you just need to go for the flow. You know you're going through a transitional period. Some of you guys, you know that this week is about trying to cleanse yourself of a situation and heal yourself of a situation. You know you're going to need strength and fortitude to do that. That's your goal for the week. You need to overcome your own emotions and your own kind of propensity to be overly emotional, or be really kind of depression perhaps as well. If you get like that, you need to try and overcome the obstacle that some of you guys feel like that. Or that could be somebody, this could be somebody who's kind of very demanding emotionally wise, as that Queen of Cups, always got a cup out, give me some help, this, that and the other. You are accomplishing something of a material nature here by the end of the week, some of you guys. It could be where you're fulfilling that you've got enough money. It could be where you're fulfilling that you know, you've got enough kind of resources, for example, or this is the completion finally of the stage. This is really when you get the 10 of coins, the accomplishment is that you have enough. So you might be accomplishing by the end of the week that you have enough of what you need to kind of cleanse yourself of this situation. Avoid getting erratic and, you know, out of control and, you know, really giving into that volatile energy that you feel because you're scared. It's just going to affect everything. It's going to affect the energy around you and possibly people around you. Embrace family, 10 of Cups energy, but also embrace the idea that maybe you've come to the end of a cycle in a situation, and really this is just giving you the heads up that you need to make some changes. And if you need help, reach out to friends. Just reach out to a friend. I'm looking at the dogs. Dogs mean friends on card. send them a message, and I should be able to maybe just give you some direction here. Speak with love, all right? Life and death is in the tongue, so speak with love, all right? If you want things to happen, then speak positively about what will happen. Don't speak negatively. All right, that's your reading. I'm going to quickly shuffle on the last reading. Just bear with me. Okay, Capricorn, let's have a look. So you guys this week are the general energies. We have the Nine of Cups, nice. Wishes coming true, fulfillment, contentment with the Nine of Cups energy showing there. At work, Eight of Coins. So there's wishes, dreams coming true. It's concerning work. Okay, this could be a new job. Maybe for some of you guys, this could be accomplishing some form of training, for example, with the Eight of Coins energy. But wishes being fulfilled concerning work, or something you've been working on showing here. And Seven of Coins energy, which is nice. I think that because the Seven of Coins can mean all sorts of things. One of the meanings of the Seven of Coins is that you're reaping the benefits of your hard work, and we do have wishes coming true concerning work. So this Seven of Coins is aspected by some very good cards, especially that Nine of Cups energy showing there. So I think you're reaping rewards, some of you guys, with that Seven of Coins energy showing up here. Eight of Wands, information, messages, communication coming through with the Eight of Wands. Also launching new ideas with the Eight of Wands energy. Possibly something travel related with the Eight of Wands energy and the Two of Cups. Some of you guys might be rushing into a relationship or getting to know someone real fast. I think this is two different things. Eight of Wands and the Two of Cups is sometimes rushing into a partnership or rushing into a relationship. Or some of you guys are starting to have feelings for an individual potentially showing there. But what I'm getting here is that work looks good. I think this is work, and we'll look at the work reading there as well. But it's saying here something about a project or work or something you were training for. Well, the Nine of Cups, there's a wish being fulfilled concerning work, project, something you were training in. Eight of Coins, a course that you might be accomplishing something really good. You might be getting some exam results or something. Maybe they'll be good because you're accomplishing and you're receiving your rewards for all the hard work that you put in, because the hard work is with the Eight, and we should, after we've see, you get that Seven of Coins, but really the Seven really is kind of like after the Eight, because the Eight is all about you put the work in, and then the Seven of Coins sees that you take a step back and you see what you've accomplished. So you're either waiting for stuff to happen or you're seeing it happen. But I feel that because it's aspected by these two cards here, you're actually seeing results for all your hard work, and that could be in anything, could be exams, whatever it is. I'm also seeing lots of changes and swiftness and movement, lots of movement here with the Eight of Wands energy in a relationship, a particular relationship with that Two of Cups too. Let's have a look at love. We do have strength. Strength can sometimes mean soulmate energy. There's two people here. Well, there's a deer, but this deer isn't a lion, is it? It's quite soft. Both of them are quite soft. Sometimes this is about having a really strong, trusting, loving relationship with the strength energy. That's how I read the strength energy. Yeah, I think that there is in love, there is a strong attraction. I mean, this can also be a strong woman, but I think in terms of love, the Empress is ruled by Venus, and this can represent attraction as well. So there might be a strong attraction between you and an individual showing up here. Two of Coins. Okay, could be two women as well. Strength. Some of you guys might be even holding back from a couple of people here, a couple of women, for example, because Two of Pentacles is two, and that's women, so maybe there's a couple of women here. Judgment is the card that says we take time to step back and review a situation here. This can also be weighing up. Maybe this is a renewal of a relationship. Judgment often indicates renewal. The moon, though. So the moon energy is all about fear and doubt. Things are hidden as well. All right. Judgment for me is also being held to account for, deeds that have gone untraced for a long time, because this is being held for account. These are things that have been going undercover. So it might be that I could see this in all sorts of ways, really, Capricorn. I could see here that you have a strong attraction to someone potentially, but you might be weighing up whether you need to hold them to account for things that they've done in the past, undercover things, for example. So that's one way I'm looking at this, because this is holding, when you do judgment, it's like the second judgment, you're holding somebody to account for their sins, and the sin is in the moon, deceptive behaviour. So even though for some of you guys I'm seeing a strong attraction happening here, I feel that you're weighing up whether you should hold someone to account for their devious behaviour perhaps in the past. I'm also seeing, perhaps with the Strength card this week, maybe you're getting closer to an individual with the Strength energy showing here. But there might be a couple of women, could be coming out of that woodwork as well. The moon is hidden, but Judgment brings things up that are hidden, you know, because he's calling out the trumpet and he's kind of bringing out, he's calling the dead to arise, and what's dead is in the moon energy. So this is kind of what's hidden, is bringing out what's hidden. So there might be a very strong attraction to an individual, again, just with that Strength energy. But it might be that this week there are a couple of girls or a couple of women here who are coming out of the shadows, because this is coming out Judgment energy of the shadows. So it might be that you find out somebody that you really like already has a couple of people that they're interested in, that type of thing. Let's have a look at work and finance. You do have the Death card, and death is all about change. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's definitely death and separation. This isn't a very good combination, actually. I think this is work. Death and separation in terms of a job, I think, for some of you guys. Yeah, you're definitely moving away from a job. Can you see that? You've got the Six of Swords. It's following a process here. We've got the end, a painful ending as well, I think, for some of you guys to a job. And you're moving on to somewhere new, Six of Swords. Moving away. I think you're moving towards something that is, and there's an offer here as well. Whenever you get cups held out, these also represents people that this also represents people who are offering you things. So I'm seeing an offer coming in, moving away, moving towards a new offer, with a Queen of Cups holding out her cup here, and a Queen of Swords, which is interesting, Capricorn. There's a couple of people here. You're moving towards a new job, but I think there's a couple. There's this person that makes the offer. I don't know who this Queen of Swords is. She could be quite difficult, though, within a work reading. This can be a very demanding and very kind of, she's not backwards in coming forward. She's a very strict woman. What I'm seeing, it's interesting, because actually, let me just pick up these two cards. When I look at this Six of Swords, no, I think that this is you moving away from two people. It's not you moving towards. There's one person I think that some of you guys get on with, and another person you don't, and somebody still wants you to stay. I'm seeing a painful ending in a job. Death is the ending card of a job, and Three of Swords is like separation, painful endings, arguments. But you're moving away here from that. And if you look at that Six of Swords, she's actually moving away from that Queen of Cups and that Queen of Swords. I think you have a problem with one person. I think that even though some of you guys are literally, even if you're not doing it, you're definitely thinking about moving away from a job. But I get the impression that one person wants you to stay, Capricorn, but the other one you don't get on with, and that'll be that Queen of Swords. The reason that you're moving away from this job, for some of you guys, is because you don't get on with that Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups is fine. She's a really nice lady, and she's still saying to her, look, even if you go, to you guys, look, even if you go, my cup is still extended to you. You can still stay in the job if you want. So the option is still open there. You can still stay where you are for some of you guys, but you're moving because I think you don't get on with a particular person here, though the offer is still extended for you to stay. Let's have a quick look at your advice card. So in terms of your love area, let's have a look. So what we said in the love area, guys, is that a couple of things. Probably a strong attraction, weighing up, though, whether you need to call someone out, or maybe even with the Judgment energy, you need to ask them about their past with the moon energy. You know, i.e., how many people have you slept with? Have you always used condoms? That type of thing. So even though there's a strong attraction to someone, I'm getting the impression that you're weighing up, maybe I should ask them about their past, because moon is things that are hidden, and that can definitely be a past card as well, as far as I'm concerned. And this is like coming out with stuff, just asking, just tell me about your past, how many sexual partners you had. So even though there's a strong attraction to an individual, and also strength in the Empress energy, they both refer to sex as well. Empress is sexual pleasure, and strength is lust. So there might be something about sleeping with someone for some of you Cappies coming up this week. And you're weighing up, well, maybe before I have sex with them, maybe I need to kind of ask them straight out with the Judgment energy. You know, tell me about your past. Is there any skeletons in the closet? For some of you guys, strong attraction here. But there might be a couple of women I'm seeing here. To Empress times 2. Judgment energy coming out of the woodwork. All right. What is the advice that you have for Cappies in terms of love? In one card. Romantic feelings, it's just saying that your romantic feelings are worth exploring. They're real and worth exploring. So whatever the case is with this, your romantic feelings are real and worth exploring. Let's have a quick look at what your angels of abundance have to say to you concerning work and money. What is the advice that you have for Capricorn concerning work and money? This one wants to come out. Right, successful funding, it says. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships and other investments are available to help you. Okay. And finally, we just want to have a look at the angels general. Just give me the general reading, general advice for Capricorns this week, please. In a sentence, please. Right, it tells you to remain positive. Okay, it's telling you to remain positive, Capricorn, okay? Because in the near future, if you believe... Okay, oh, I've got one of my romance angels stuck in there. If you believe, wait for perfect timing. Okay, how do we read that? So it's saying remain positive because in the near future, if you believe and wait, things will come in perfect time, I think this is saying to you. So remain positive in the near future. If you believe and wait, things will happen in perfect time. Okay, that's your reading, guys. If you'd like a private reading, click on the comments. Well, in the comment section below, there is a, oh, what am I saying? So it's really early morning, actually, that I'm recording. There's a link to the website you can click on, go through, or there's a link at the end of the video. All right, that's it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.